Hello. Hello. We made it to the third live. TikTok is notifying viewers that we're live, Jesse.
Yay. We are live.
We are. See if anyone wants to be live with us. Let's see. Right. Yeah, that'll work. Good. Thank you. And then if you'll just grab that, whatchamacallit, heat press too. It's right up there. Thank you. Hey, there's Cynthia. Awesome. Welcome, friends. Cam on Hairbos, back for more. Hi, April. Whoop, whoop, Cynthia. Oh, I got a thing already. Oh, thank you. Huh? I'm gonna put it behind me. Guys, we're gonna do so much fun stuff today, or at least we're gonna try. I'm a little overzealous, so I got all kinds of things behind me. So right now, in case you guys are wondering, we are working on a cool engraving. I just wanted to get something going while we were waiting. So it's actually the Bat Cat. That's what's being engraved right now. So I hope that's cool. Let me actually flip the camera, mirror it so that you guys can see what we're doing in the correct. Yep. Hey, look at that. So now when I show you guys this MakerFlo thing, it's going to be in the right order. Look at that. See? I told you it wasn't backwards, guys. MakerFlo for the win. Look at that. You know how we do. We have live goals. So, oh, thanks for the follow, guys, and the gifts. You guys are awesome. Hey, Monique, good to see you. It's getting a little less loud now because my Xtool is done doing what it needs to do. So yeah, let's see how that cute little bat cat came out, right? But yeah, this is what we did earlier. It's kind of hard with the correcting of the mirror. Yep, there you go. That's what it looks like. So this little Xtool F1 did this with the slide extender. For my diehard fans who know, making chicken quesadillas, verde or rojo? I hope verde. Those are my favorite. Okay, so I did this with the Xtool F1 and the slide extender. So that small little guy did this whole job. What settings did we use? So the settings I want to say were 100 for, no, let me just look and tell you. 140. Okay, so we did, 100 for the power, 140 for the speed, and lines per centimeter was 100. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, we can definitely let you know. You can drop that in the comments too if you need it. Just let us know. But yeah, so we did this earlier with that Xtool F1. Super easy. Oh, you're so welcome, Crow's Nest Creations. That's awesome. Cool. So I'm gonna set that down to the side. That's just one thing we can do. Let's see how the engravings came out on a dark box, because I was just kind of curious as to what that would look like, if anything at all. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so look, the Bat Cat does shine through. That's pretty neat. So yeah, starting our day on TikTok with the Bat Cat. That's her signal. She's all, I have been summoned. But yeah, so it works pretty well on those. Yeah, the Bat Cat's cool, right? Thank you. Yeah, I just didn't have a whole lot of things on my creative space behind me, so I did the best of what I have. All right, but let's quickly get into the goals. That way you guys know what we're shooting for. I know last week we were so close to hitting the live goal, so I would love for us to hit it today. The goals are 50 poofy hearts. We're at 20 so far, so we're on our way there. I need the poofy hearts today because I'm hosting by myself, so I do need the attention. It'll make me feel better. So please send us those poofy hearts. The TV, it does that. It
My computer just crashed.
Oh, the whole thing? Awesome. Awesome. It's okay. So Jesse's computer has been temporarily taken from him, but we are hoping the internet gods will give it back. So if you see comments happening that aren't being responded to, that's what's happening. And Pierre, if you can hear us, we need you, buddy. All right, so anyways, back to the goals. So we have the 50 poofy hearts. We are at 20 of 50, so we're almost there. We have our 50 shares, right? So share it with your friends. And then we blame Jesse. Yeah, that's easy to do, right? No, I think it's just because we've been working so hard, and the Xtool took our power, and no, I don't know. It's the summer, the internet goes away, and the power, it just happens sometimes. It's fine. We'll get over it. But anyways, hey Ashley, good to see you. Hey Holly. Ashley, we were just talking about you on the last live. And Jesse's putting together a fun little order for you, and we didn't forget your swag, I promise you. Oh, look at you coming through with the poofy hearts. Awesome. You shared twice. Thank you, Mother. So I talked to my mom about this in person, and she let me know that she has 2 friends. So if my mom is sharing on TikTok to her 2 friends, you should be sharing too. That's all I had to say. Okay, so poofy hearts we hit. The other goal is for the 50 shares, which my mom already got 2 of them for you guys with her 2 friends. Come on, guys. And then the other goal is 60,000 likes. We are at 1.5K, partner. And hopefully they put a cowboy hat on me. Yeah. But hopefully we're going to hit that goal. If we do hit that 60K goal, we're going to put together a really cool gift for you guys. I will also show you the finale of the How to Glitter a Tumbler series, because that's what we did for the last 3 lives here, is we nailed a glitter tumbler with the UV DTF transfer. So let me grab that for you really quick. You never sent me the picture of the product that Danny tried to show me on the live. What was it? Ashley, remind me what it is. Maybe text me, and when my phone is done broadcasting this live, I'll find it out for you. Hopefully you guys said all good things about me. Always say good things about you. We were bragging about your guys' engraving prowess and the jigs that you made us. So yeah, it might be something she's using today. It's not. I'm not using anything from Ashley today, unfortunately, unless it's something else that we're talking about, then I'm just lost. But what we are doing today is we'll do some more engraving. We're going to check out that slide extender a little bit more. And we're going to engrave on something we did with unicorn spit to see how that comes out, because I want to see what the engraving looks like underneath. We also did this a little earlier. Let me show you real quick. So on the very last live, we engraved this MakerFlo Crafts onto this box here. We laid the tape down first so that once we added something I showed in Facebook. Oh, I know what it is. And you're right, I didn't show you last time, so I'll show you right now. Okay. Camel and hair bows, thanks for keeping me straight. All right, so this is the engraving that we did. Again, the tape is there so that when we pull the tape, it's isolated to just where you see the color in the engraving. So we added the unicorn spit to it to give it a really cool look. So let's go ahead and let me see if this is dry yet. No, I'm gonna give this a little bit more time, and then we'll peel that off. But in the meantime, let me show you guys what I was talking to Ashley about. So, this. You guys heard of this? TruFlat, pre-finished laser plywood, guaranteed flat. So this stuff is guaranteed flat within like a super duper small percentage of error. So these are really awesome. What's really nice about this is they are no maskings needed. They're great for paint files and sublimation. So what that means is they're already coated for sublimation. So not only when you use it do you not have to like lay the masking tape down first, there's a much less cleanup when you're done, and it looks less burnt, more engraved. So super awesome. I know, see, I knew you'd be excited, Ashley. We tried a little bit of this last week, not on the live, but we were just kind of messing with it. So this is what we did last week. We sublimated a cute little coaster on it, which is on this side. Yep, there we go. We made a cute little coaster, and then we tried to engrave, to cut out of it, actually. However, this is too thick for the Xtool F1. So what's probably going to happen is next week we might get a little ultra in here, and maybe we'll do some engraving on this with the ultra, if that's what you guys want to see. Do you guys want to see the ultra in action? Should that happen next week? Should we bombard Danny with a new craft that he's got to learn in a day and then present to you guys? Because if that's what you want, that's what'll happen. So just kind of let us know in the comments, and we'll start working on that for you. But in the meantime, let's get into Oh, let's see. Well, I could go over I should probably go over the deals. Okay, so I'm being your host today, so I'm going to be a good host, and I'm going to remember to do all the things. Grandma Brown, your shirt is en route to Arizona. You got one too, Mom, so you're going to join the club, but you've got to wear it on Tuesdays with us. And hey, there's Tim. Good to see you on the site. I know I've seen you in person, so appreciate you being here. But yeah, if we have any new crafters in the house, please introduce yourself, say hello. I didn't even ask anybody how their weekend was, so maybe let's backtrack a little bit. Hope everyone had a great weekend. If you guys did anything exciting, let me know. I know here it's been super hot, so I've not personally been doing a lot of pop-ups lately. But if you've been doing pop-ups, let us know. You've been taking any of our machines out with you. Make sure you are letting us know how they're working for you. We want to make sure that our products are standing the test of time and the weather, the elements, yeah. So let us know how everything's holding up for you guys if you take those out on the road. And yeah, please share. That way there's more people in here. The more people in here, the easier it is to hit those goals. We're at 6.5K already. You guys are crushing it, doing a great job. Let's see. I think we got a few comments. We did our first ever live on Instagram and reorganized the glitter wall. That sounds like a fun live. I've joked about doing lives where we just like organize the studio, but we'll see how interesting that is. So if I ever run out of things to do, that'll happen. But yeah, let me know if anybody else did anything fun this weekend. Otherwise, while you guys are thinking about the fun stuff, I will remind you that our friend Jessa let us know that if you are actually trying to hit those goals, grab your little stylus. And it's so much faster if you click with the little tap of your pen. So just use your little stylus tip, and the clicking will happen much quicker, and it'll hurt your hand less. So that's exciting. It was entertaining because I'm red colorblind. You would have thought alcohol was involved. That one of my friends is partially colorblind too. We make jokes about how orange is her favorite color because that's the one she can see the best. But yeah. Hopefully no one's as mean to you about your color blindness because it happens, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the sales going on. So for anybody who's been to the website lately, you'll notice there's a couple of really cool banners at the top talking about the sales. Our BOGOC deal ×2, double BOGOC. You buy 2 cases, get 2 cases. That is going on until the 28th. So make sure you're hitting that up before that ends. Jessa laughs all the time. I mean, it happens. I'm sorry. From someone who's made fun of my colorblind friends, I know it's not very nice, and we're sorry. Jessa too. She's sorry. I know. I can tell. But yeah, so we have 2 good deals on the site going on right now. We've got the BOGOC sale, buy 2, get 2 cases. That's ending soon, so make sure you stock up. And then we also have the extra 30% off the build a bundle. So if you guys have never built a bundle before, you just embrace it now. Oh my God, you just messaged us. Okay, cool. We'll check that out. We're doing this live till right before we go home for the day. So I might not be able to get to it till the morning, but I'll definitely get back with you. You made it. Thanks. Awesome. So there's the BOGOC sale. Then there is the extra 30% off the build a bundle. So if you haven't done that before, it's where you get to pick the 25 cups per craft that you want in your case. So like say you want a stainless case, but you don't want all skinnies, you want to mix it up a little bit, you can do that with the build a bundle. And right now you're getting extra 30% off on it. On top of that, we still have our epoxy craft sales going on. So those are up to 75% off right now. So if you go to the site, scroll past the BOGOC deals, you're going to see that extra up to 75% off on epoxy craft supplies. Next, we have trade shows coming up. For my California friends, we're going to be there in about a month. So please come see us in Pomona. We'll be there for pinners. Right after that, the next month, we have Texas pinners, and then Utah, and then Arizona. Good tabbing with one hand, crafting with the other. I love how you guys are crafting and chatting. You guys are the real MVPs. Keep it up. But yeah, so we have the trade shows. We also have a page on the website dedicated to crafters. So if you ever wanted to be featured, go to a featured crafters and you'll check it out there. Yes, Jesse?
Someone's asking if you get 2 bundles of chunky glitter, would I get the same glitters? If you get a bundle, you get to pick which glitters you want.
Yeah, so it depends on what you're doing. If you're getting the chunky glitter set, those are the same colors every time.
It's all chunky.
But if you're building a bundle, you get to pick the ones you want. So just a quick differentiation there, but hopefully that makes sense. If not, you can also reach out to our customer service guys, sales@makerflo.com, or give them a call. I just don't have the number off the top of my head, but it is on the website. So check that out. And then, so if you want to be featured crafters, that's on the site. We've got a bunch of new blogs coming out every day. A lot of great information there. Great for inspiration, great for tips and tricks. On top of that, we have some new products coming out soon. So we're going to come out with some more UV resin items. We're going to come out with some more powder coated stuff. We're going to come out with some more, what am I missing? I feel like there's another big thing. The other thing isn't super finalized. So we'll stick with the powder coated things that are coming and the UV resin things that are coming. And it's going to be awesome, guys. A lot of out of stock items are headed back real soon. So you're going to see those pretty soon. Like all the marble stuff, the whiskey glasses, all those should be back on the site within a few weeks. So hopefully we'll have some more of those back in stock for you guys very, very soon. All right. So I think that's about everything. We're already at 11,000 likes, guys. You guys are crushing it, keeping up the great work. We got about less than 50K to go. So let me go ahead and get crafted with you guys, right? So first, I'm going to move this out of the way. And let's go ahead and do our box here, okay? So now with this box, I'm going to go ahead and just flip her upside down like that. We wanted to test what an engraving would look like on this colored piece of the box already. So that's what we were going to... Hey, Kristen, good to see you. I'm so glad you joined today. That Maple Street Supply people that just joined, that's where I got my very first molds. So those guys are super awesome. Let's see. You're going to do a deep pour resin. I am not. What I will be doing instead is I will be engraving onto this box, and we're just going to kind of see how it looks. Because we did engrave on the back, and we taped down over that. Let's peel this and see what this looks like before we get started. Okay, so there's a little bleed over there because it is water-based. But, let's see. Not too shabby. Let's see what the MakerFlo part looks like. And what do you think, Jesse? We could probably fix this by making it a lot bigger, huh?
The writing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just scale it up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's remove this last piece of tape here. Oh, not too shabby. It looks kind of like vapor wavy. Move this out of the way. Yeah. It's not too bad. Looks kind of cool. Here we go. So yeah, looks almost vapor wavy, but yeah, that inlay of color looks really neat. You meant carrying a deep pour, sorry. No worries. No, we're not carrying a deep pour anytime soon as far as I'm aware of. We just have the fast set right now. I will be honest with you, I've used that fast set for things that you shouldn't be pouring it into, like for deep pour items. Let me show you one that I've done that I have here. Let me see here. Okay. So this I actually did with our fast set epoxy. So again, it's not really designed for stuff like this, so you will get some bubbles, but if you're not super particular, you can make something fun like this. So yeah, I did this with our epoxy, the fast set, and yeah, you will see all those little bubbles kind of toward the bottom there. But you also still have a really excellent pair of hands here that make a really cool, if you press any number on that keypad, once you pull it down, it should stop. But yeah, really cool kind of epoxy done with this. And again, this was with our fast set. So if you're trying to make something perfect and bubbleless, this probably isn't the right thing for a deep pour, but I was pretty content with this. And I've sold a few like these at my little street markets, and people seem to really like this. And then you can tell them they can do whatever they want with this. Not many bubbles for a fast set in that deep of a mold, right? See, not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, I use this as like a candy dish, or like you can put mints in here, or for here, I've been putting our bezels. It's just like a little holder, but yeah. So I definitely feel you on that deep set. We don't have one coming anytime soon. However, that fast set is still pretty fun. So let's go ahead and get into some crafting here. Please keep asking the questions as you have them. These lives are a lot more fun for me if I'm getting questions from you guys and I don't have to kind of just fill all the air myself. So keep talking. All right, so next, guys, let's go ahead and we'll set this up. Now for this, I'm going to want to see how the engraving does over the color. So I'm going to set this onto my slide extender here, and now I'm going to go ahead and just try to get it to balance as evenly as possible. So bear with me a second while I go ahead and just get this all lined up. Now what I'm looking for specifically, guys, is I want it to be pretty even. So I'm trying to get this to basically fall at the same place on both sides. Let's see. Okay, that looks pretty centered to me. Now we want to put something fun in it, right? So let's go ahead and we'll do something a little different because we've been doing the MakerFlo Crafts things. Let's go ahead and grab my little Sam engraving here. Okay, so let me zoom in so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay, awesome. So this is just that's my creative space from Xtool. So these are all just different designs that I have kind of here to choose from. The goal today is 60K, right?
Yep, 60K likes and 50 shares.
60K likes, 50 shares.
As well.
I think we already hit the present goal and we're real close to the share goal. So we are almost there, guys. Just keep on crushing it.
Almost at 20K likes.
Now, out of these, I can kind of decide what I want to use. Now, I'm going to say, let's use this cute little Sam one over here. I mean, it does have my name on it, so why not, right? Now, I placed that into my space here. Now, I did kind of center this off as close to the 0 line as possible. And when I say 0 line, I mean this line over here at the edge. Let me actually zoom you a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Okay. You guys see that a little better now? Okay, so the 0 line is basically that line at the edge there. So if I want it to be right up against the edge of where I have my box laid out, then I would have it as close to that as possible. So when I say that, let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to leave the image there, but I'm going to flip you over to where the box is, and I'm going to go ahead and click framing so you can see where that lines up. Now framing will just kind of give you a preview of where it's going to engrave. So we click framing and see how it's at the very edge, like I kind of mentioned. We don't want it to be at the very, very edge. So I'll go ahead and slide it while it's still framing, so I kind of see where it goes. Okay, so see how it moved that whole box? And then now that box is centered more to the middle, but not quite in the middle still. It needs to go a little bit more over, right? So we'll get and scoot it over a little bit. Now with these, like say you're building these for a client or you want to really make sure that they're precise, you can always measure this. And there's going to be a bunch of grid lines on the actual Xtool itself. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. So over here, there's all these little grid lines. So these grid lines will help kind of keep you honest there, and you can absolutely measure that out to make sure that it's perfectly centered. But for right now, the sake of this live, we're going to go ahead and just eyeball it. So I'm going to move this around, get it as centered-ish as I can. I feel like that looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to move it over just a little bit to the right. Okay, try not to block you guys. There we go. So let's see, you're going to see it move ever so slightly. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I'm happy with that placement now. So since I like the placement, I know my settings are good because I just engraved on this a minute ago. I will actually turn down the speed. Now it does recommend the speed be at 160 for this, but we have tried this with a little bit lower and it seemed to do just fine. So we'll move that to 140. Okay. 140. Perfect. So my settings for this, I'm doing blue light, power of 100, and then I'm doing the speed of 140 and lines per centimeter are 100. So let's go ahead and we'll zoom out a little bit. I'm going to go back to the other side here and we'll stop framing. And then we're going to go ahead and click process. Process. Okay, and then it's going to pull up a preview of our image, which we can see here. Awesome. And we'll click start. Now remember, it is doing a blue light engraving, so we want to lower this lid down a bit. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and click this little button. And there it goes. Awesome. So for this particular image, it's not a lot bigger than the box. It might even be within that 4x4. A share goal should be hit. Awesome. But because it's on that slide extender, it will actually move a little bit. So what this does is the Xtool, when you get it, it comes with a 4x4 bed. All right, sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I just got a little message from my friends at TikTok. It's just a little message. Awesome. Okay, cool. They wanted to make sure that I have the rights to talk about Xtool. And since we're authorized dealers, we absolutely have that right. So hope that helps TikTok. Okay, so hey Viri, glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Camo says that the share goal should be hit. Awesome.
40K more.
Great job, guys. So now that we're all here, let's tap away. We're at 20K right now. If we get to 60, that's when we get to hit that prize for you guys. We'll throw in something really cool. And I mentioned on my last live that I've been cleaning the studio. So whatever we send you guys, we're going to also send you one of our cool 40-ounce tumblers that we crafted on these very lives. So you can sit there while you're watching the lives with your 40-ounce tumbler that was crafted on a live and really be a part of it. So that sounds cool to you guys. Keep hitting that goal button, tap away. Let's get to 60K. But yeah, so does that sound fun? Does that sound good, guys? You like that idea? It was Danny's idea, so thank him when he's back. But yeah, so this is just kind of engraving behind me. Again, it was the blue light, so we're gonna give it some time. Let's see, a little less than 2K taps each. Let's go. Yeah, that's doable. Totally doable. Yeah, so the Xtool is super duper quick. Engraves like a charm. Really, I haven't seen too much that we've thrown at it that it can't do. What's cool is that it has the slide extender that we're using right now, but it also has like a rotary tool. With the rotary tool, you can actually engrave on cups. So I've seen people do like a whole 20-ounce skinny, a whole 30-ounce, really cool cups with that actual Xtool. So yeah, it does a lot of great stuff. And then it also has attachments in there to engrave on rings, which is something Jesse and I were talking about. Would you guys like to see us engrave on some rings while we do some of these lives? Let us know if that's something you want to see soon. We could try to slide that in there. And remember, if you guys have great ideas for the lives, you can always throw those into the suggestion box under the live page on our website. So feel free to throw those ideas in there, and we would love to take them. But yeah, I think that this is going to be done engraving soon. Feels like, yeah, it's about 2/3 of the way done. It is making some progress. You guys want a sneak peek of what it's doing while you're tapping? Let me see. Let's see if we can zoom in on this for you. That's super cool. I love watching that blue light at work. It is very satisfying. Yeah, they said rings would be cool. We might have to try to do that, Jesse.
Actually said it's a very blue light.
That's it. You can look at it in the screen, but not in real life. Maybe that's why my eyes are going bad. I'm just kidding. That's not why. Aw, Cynthia said Danny would be proud. I hope so, Cynthia. I hope so. But yeah, so let me know if you guys have questions. Hopefully you're enjoying this. We are close to halfway there, guys. You guys are crushing those light goals. We'll take a look at this in just a second, kind of see how it did. But yeah, it's almost done. While this is engraving, what would you guys like to see next? Maybe we should grab a cutting board or something? Okay, I'm going to leave this on here for just a second, and I'm going to run and get a cutting board. You guys keep tapping away. If anyone new shows up, let them know that they have to tap or they have to leave. But I'll be right back. Great idea. Okay, so the reason why I was grabbing a cutting board, oh, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so the reason why I was thinking a cutting board was we want to show what the slide extender can do, right? Or we could show you on these coasters. So coasters, cutting board. We use the coasters, I'm just gonna line like 2 or 3 up on that extender and see how many you can do at once. So let me know if you guys want to see the coasters or the cutting board. First one with 3 votes wins. Coasters, cutting board, coasters. Coasters! I'm excited. I'm glad you guys picked that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Cool. First, let's see how we did. Oh, that looks cool. Look at that. See, it's my box now. My box. So there's that version, or there's that version. I kind of like this one better. I think this looks cooler. But yeah, it's really up to you. You guys can either engrave after coloring, or you can tape it up and color after the engraving. But yeah, 2 different options. Both look really cool. But yeah, great things you can do. Doesn't it match my hair too? Yeah. All right, so I'll put that to the side. Let's set up these coasters, guys. So I've never tried this, but you know how we are in the lives. We're ambitious. So let's see what we can do here. So these are still out of stock on the website, right? These coasters? Okay. So these coasters aren't available just yet, but when they come back, you guys should snag them because they go so quick and they engrave like a dream. So it comes with a 4-pack of coasters. They're all going to kind of look like this. I think what's going to be super important about this is making sure we line them all up evenly. So I'm actually going to use the marble base to make sure that I'm lining these up evenly. And yeah, okay, cool. Perfect. So I'm also kind of paying attention to the lines on the side because again, all of these metrics right here, these numbers, that'll help you center up later on when you're putting your design into place. So I got 1 so far. Let's see if I can do, it'd be really cool if I could do all 4. I don't know. Let's see.
I've never done multiple items, so we'll see.
We are about to find out. Now, Pierre gave me some instructions.
Okay, cool.
On how this would go. And I mean, on my last box, I engraved 2 different things on 1 box at the same time. So this should work,
Yeah,
but we'll find out. You guys know how we like to try things, and you guys are all a very forgiving audience, so this should be just fine, right? Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's going to be able to do all 4. Okay, cool. So let's say that I work at one of the coolest places there is, MakerFlo Crafts, and I already have a handleboard with MakerFlo on it, and now I want some matching coasters. So I'm just gonna take that MakerFlo sign and I'm gonna make it real small, and I'm gonna put that on each of the coasters so you can tell that they all go together. But yeah, so I also have this, which I'll show you really quick. Oh, hey Luann, good to see you. Thanks for joining. So this is the little coaster holder. So I'll just leave this to the side because we can put those in there when we're done. And I'm gonna leave my little box right here so you guys can see the cute little box that it comes in. And let me start resizing that MakerFlo sign. 30K, you guys are crushing it. Okay, so you guys can see my computer all right, right? Let's go ahead and we'll zoom in on here a little bit. Okay. Me and my always dying phone had to find a charger. Look, I understand that so well because my phone is also on a charger while it's casting this live, so I get you. Okay, so this is us back in the Xtool creative space, right guys? So what we're gonna wanna do is we'll go ahead and we're gonna highlight that item we put in there. Let's move it to the side. Let's grab our little MakerFlo sign. Perfect. And I'm gonna plug it into this first box here. Now, before I get too far, I've noticed that my Xtool itself isn't centered, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see this. So this is how you focus the laser. Let me zoom in. Awesome. Okay, so you guys can see those little, that blue light, that red light, right? Awesome. So let me just get out of this. Perfect. Okay, so now I want that blue light and the red light to meet. That's how I know that they're focused. So see how those lights slowly get closer together? Once they meet, that's when you have hit the spot. Okay, perfect. So those just aligned, which means that's perfect. Living at the edge of 2%. That's awesome. Okay, so that is centered. Just wanted to make sure I did that before I got too far with my other stuff here. So let's go ahead and get back into creative space. We'll zoom in for you. Beautiful. Okay. Can everybody see everything okay? I know you're tapping, but just let me know if you can't, and we'll fix that. Okay. Now, for MakerFlo Crafts, I want to say that my first coaster goes all the way up to, let's see. Oh, that's pretty simple. It goes basically to the 100. So pretty much every one of those squares is a different coaster, just shy of it. So let's go ahead and just make this a tiny bit smaller. Perfect. And then I'm gonna frame this to see where it falls on the coaster. Okay, so let's push you over here. So my first coaster, that falls pretty center. I'm actually gonna move it over just a tiny bit. Okay, I think that looks good. And then let's see. So it does, okay, see how we did that little trick? It actually takes it all the way to the edge. It's a little bigger than I thought it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoot this over just a tiny bit like that. Okay, I like where that starts. And then it ends right there. Perfect. Okay, so that's pretty centered. So now that I know the sizing of my first one, I'm gonna go ahead and just copy that to make 3 more for the other ones. And then we'll center them all up. Okay, so I clicked on that. I'm gonna do Control and copy. I'm gonna go next to it and I'll do Control V for paste. Okay, so then I can drag this over. I do want those to be lined up. That way everything is centered. I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit. Awesome. Okay. And then I can see where that one, because it frames my next one since it's highlighted. So now I can check here to see where that goes to. Perfect, just like the other one. Awesome. So that looks great. We'll go ahead and paste a third one in. So back on my computer screen, you guys can see all this, right? Let me know if I'm losing anyone. Control V. Okay. Now I'm going to draw that third one over to my third coaster. Okay, now I'm going to pay attention to where I see it start, and then let's look at where it ends. Okay, so this one I think is over a little bit too far, so I'm going to pull it just a little bit more. Awesome. And let's check it again. I think it needs just a little bit more centering, so I'm going to pull it over just a tiny bit more. Perfect. Okay, now let's set up our fourth coaster. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place that over here, and I'm going to line it up with all the others.
Is that B, Danny?
Huh.
Is this B, Danny?
Well, thank you. I think it is.
It is.
Oh, Jesse missed you. All right, so now that that is centered, let's see where it goes, guys. So we're going to use that to see the edge. And yep, perfect. Okay, so now that we've got all 4 of those set up, we're going to go ahead and we'll actually, let's see. We're going to go ahead and do all 4 of those engravings on the coaster at once. Yeah, Danny, everyone here missed you. So you guys all say hello to Danny. Let him know that these have been terrible and that you need him here next time, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and I'm gonna group all 4 of these by highlighting them all so that I know that they'll all 4 engrave. Perfect. Now, let's do the final check. I know that it's kind of bright in here, so you guys might not be able to see the edge, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this to see where each of my little shapes are. Now that's super cool. So it actually creates a line that goes all the way to the edge of where your last engraving is. So this just kind of lets you know that everything is in order. Yeah, and it ends right here. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go ahead and stop framing. let's see. Thank you. And we'll go ahead and click process. Again, for this one, guys, we are using the same settings we've been doing, which is the 100, 140, and 100 lines per centimeter. Okay, cool. So I've got everything set there. I'm gonna click start. Now remember, this is blue light, guys, so we're gonna lower this a little bit. We don't wanna hit that knob at the end there, so always leave room for the little knob, and then click your button. Here we go. All right, so I'm pretty excited. We haven't done this before, but it seems like something you can do, so we figured why not, right? So here we go. Gonna engrave 4 coasters. All right, I'm gonna scoot us back a little bit so you guys kind of see the whole thing in action. And there's Jessie taking pictures. But yeah, I know you guys are tapping away. We're already at 35K, so you guys are crushing it. 60K, we get to give you a gift, so go ahead and just keep that up. Can we see the engraving close up? You can, it's just really hard to see. I know you've been in and out of this live, but we've been trying to zoom, and you really can't see a lot with the blue light. There it is. See what I mean? But I will tell you, it looks awesome. And once it's finished, we'll bring it up closer so you guys can kind of see it. You can see it a little bit? Okay, cool. So let's see, we'll try to get you a little closer. Okay. Like that? Okay. You can see it? Okay, cool. For me, it's hard to see, but I'm glad you can see it. Let me actually lower this a tiny bit and see if that blocks this less. Yeah?
No, it looks really close now.
Okay.
You can see it in the grain, and then once it moves.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so we're engraving 4 coasters at once, guys. We weren't sure if we could do this, but it seems like it's happening pretty easily. And you'll notice that it does kind of like, yep. You can take that down. So you'll notice that like as it goes back to do the crafting part of it, it pulls the whole machine back. So it does just a little bit at a time. But yeah, super neat. I love how it engraves. So let us know if you guys have any questions. Hopefully this is fun to watch. You guys are crushing it on the likes. I think we've already hit all of our other goals, so just keep it going.
Smile. Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, you can.
And this is quick too. Like it's already on its 2nd coaster.
That looks good.
So yeah, doing great, guys. Aw, thank you guys. Awesome. But yeah, let us know if you guys have questions. This is super cool to watch. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I kind of want to like grab one of the, I think when it goes to the next coaster, I can grab one to show you guys. I just don't want to interrupt the slide extender. So apple pie 89, that is a great question. I centered all of them myself. I just did them one at a time by focusing it. But yeah, super easy to do. Oh, I missed my opportunity to grab that first one. I'll try again in a second. As soon as it finishes with that 2nd coaster, I'm gonna pull the first one out so you guys can kind of see it. But I just laid all 4 of them down, and I went ahead and I sized up the first MakerFlo Crafts, copied it, sized up the next one, so on and so forth. But yeah, check it out. So that's the first one of 4. They're engraving really quickly. And again, I didn't perfectly center mine, but you could absolutely measure them out and make sure that it is 100% center for your clients. Again, I just eyeballed it for the purposes of this live. So hopefully you guys kind of see how that works. Super cool. And then depending on what time it is when we're done with this, I might try to do one more thing for you, but we'll see. Awesome. I love how I was able to get in there and just grab a coaster. Awesome. Oh, it's 4:30 already.
Yeah.
Woo. Ooh, we're at 40,000. You guys, 20K to go. We're almost there. 2/3 of the way. 2/3 of the way. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Let's see if we can get you in a little bit closer on that engraving.
Someone said, can you sublimate from the coasters?
So that's a great question about sublimating on these coasters. So these coasters themselves are not sublimatable. However, that new product I was showing you guys, TruFlat, TruFlat actually is sublimatable. So depending on what kind of coasters you use, they could be able to be sublimated on, but it really depends. So let me show you guys what I mean when I talk about that TruFlat stuff. And Danny's here, so I'm going to kind of spoil the surprise. But next week, Danny, we're going to try to get real ultra and maybe cut out this cool little, there it is, this cool little coaster you did earlier. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Danny said we're doing a great job, Jesse.
Yep, and then someone asked how it works on metal
So yeah, it engraves on metal as well. We've done cool little business cards where it engraves really well. I haven't seen it on the stainless yet, but we are sending some cups to our influencer friends to see how it does with stainless. Maybe that's something we could even try on a future live. So if you guys want to check that out, just send us a request through the website on our inspo page, and you can actually suggest like what we do on the next live. So we'd absolutely love to do that. Danny, are you doing the tappy tappies, sir? So look, we just don't do the tappy tappies when we are like the ones on the live. But if we are outside of the live and we're just supporting, I don't mind the tappies. But yeah, so next week we might get ultra cool, and somebody on the team might learn how to use the ultra. And yeah, so awesome. Huh? I have an engraved one, I'm just not here.
I didn't
but if you want to show me one of those, I could use that. So these are our wind spinners, guys. These I've actually engraved on. With the coating the way it is, like you are able to engrave on them and reveal the metal underneath. And these guys are stainless, so they're pretty cool. But yeah. Yeah, the ultra's really nice. Sounds like Jesse's learning the ultra.
What?
I told him. But yeah, so we'll figure it out. One of the three of us. Yeah, someone will do it. I believe in our knowledge and our crafting wisdom. So, hey, look at that. It's done with 4 coasters. Let's see how they came out. That's pretty impressive. All right, guys. Are you ready for this? 4 beautifully engraved coasters that all happened at once. Here we go. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's my sound. I did my sound bite again. But yeah, what do we think, guys? Looks super awesome, easy to do. Who's gonna make coasters at home all at the same time? And then yeah, we have this really cool little coaster holder, so then these can all just go in there afterwards. There we go. Yeah. Isn't that neat, guys?
Danny said bye.
Bye, Danny. But yeah, so hopefully you guys had fun with this. Super easy to do. Let me show you the handle board that we made earlier. Okay, so now we have the handle board and the matching little MakerFlo coaster set. Pretty cool. But yeah, we did all this on a couple lives today, guys. And if I did this, that means you can do this. So hopefully you guys got a lot of useful information today, and this is something we want to try in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hi from Alabama. Hey, Alabama, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And Carrie, I must confess, that's the goal of this live, is for me to make you want to buy crafty things, because they're endless. You missed it? It's okay. So what we did today, I'll show you really quick. So we engraved on this handle board with the slide extender, which you see behind me here. And then we also laid out all 4 of these coasters in a row and engraved all 4 of them at the same time. So we were just kind of showing you how versatile that Xtool Ultra is. I'm sorry, the Xtool Slide Extender is. But yeah, so if you guys like the Xtool, you like seeing the engraving stuff in action, what we'll do, that's where Blame Sam comes from. It's true. But what we'll do next week is we'll try to bring out the Ultra. So it is already 4:40 our time, which is usually about when we call it. I'm going to give you guys about 2 more minutes, and I want to show you really quick how much case of 20 ounce. So we have a bunch of different 20 ounce style tumblers, but we have some really good deals on the site. So check out MakerFloCrafts.com, pick out what size you want, and then you'll be able to see how much the case is. But we're also doing a BOGOC sale. So if you want one of the 20 ounces that's on the sale, you can actually buy 2 cases and get 2 more cases for free. So check that out on the website, and you'll probably find something you like. Now, let me show you guys that cup. I'm going to grab it really quick, okay? So who remembers our 3-part series of how to glitter a tumbler and then apply UV, DTF, transfer to it? Because we did it. Okay, so this is the cup, guys. Isn't the shine on that beautiful? And we didn't do more than that top coat after the stickers. Everything is so nice and flat. It came out really good. Can I engrave this? No, this is epoxy. You can't engrave on epoxy. It makes a terrible smell. I would not recommend it. But I could have engraved on this before I epoxied it. But yeah, so I use this really fun jade, I want to say is the color I use. It's a chunky glitter. I challenged myself by using the chunky glitter because those glitters usually take a few more coats just because of how thick they are. But with this one, we literally started from the beginning. Did you use glow-in-the-dark powder? I did not use glow-in-the-dark powder for this. I just used the epoxy, the glitter, the vinyl, and more epoxy. That's it. So fun little cup. I love how smooth everything is, and I mean, yeah, looks great. The ones on sale, can you engrave those? The powder coated ones you can't. I don't think they're on sale though. So check out the website. It's got all of the select styles from the very top banner, but I want to say it's mostly stainless and a couple sublimation. The sublimation ones you can engrave too. So hopefully that helps. But yeah. So that's it, guys. That is the finale of how to glitter a tumbler. This is the Xtool and the slide extender, and we did a lot of cool stuff today. So I really appreciate you guys showing up for this live, where it's just me and Jesse, and I'm talking at you for 3 hours. Hopefully you guys had fun today too, and enjoyed that, because I might have to do it again someday. So yeah, but let me know if there's any last minute questions. And Jesse, do you have anything else to say to our friends?
Stay crafty.
Jesse says stay crafty. Will this be on your channel? The live, absolutely. Yeah. The live will be on the channel probably within the next couple of days. My friend Jesse back there, he wears so many hats. Right now he's wearing, what kind of hat are you wearing right now? A Vans hat. But he also works in the warehouse, and he also helps with social media, and he also gets out influencer orders, and he does the YouTube, and all of those cute little circle images on Tolstoy. That's Jesse too. So Tolstoy's the app we use, but anyways, the little images on the website that you see, that's all Jesse. So he should hopefully have these on the website by Friday-ish.
Yeah, it's probably Thursday.
Thursday or Friday. He's ambitious. He says Thursday. So, all right. But that's it, guys. I really appreciate you being here. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Hopefully you guys had fun too. He is a busy guy. That's what I'm saying. Everybody here, it's a small company. We all wear so many hats. Mine are invisible, but I still wear them. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Please tune in next week. We'll do some more lives. Bring your friends. Let's hit that goal, because this is the second week in a row we haven't hit it. So if we hit it next week, I might have to do something big. Maybe a whole case of something. I don't know. But please join us on the next live. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much. And stay crafty, guys. Take care.